Welcome to ARW. I'm Harold, and what we're doing today is a review, and it's a review of a firearms related product, so if you don't like that sort of stuff, you've been warned. Okay? Now, whenever a person buys a new firearm, especially if you buy one without any kind of a sighting device on it, then you're going to put a scope or reflex sight, red dot as they call it, on the thing. And when you put it on there, you need to boresight the thing so that you can, at least get on paper when you go out to the range. You're not firing off the side of your target, wondering where it's going. Now, I've showed you guys a lot of different kinds of ways of boresighting. I've showed you the ones that go in the barrel, and they've got a laser that shines on the wall, and I've showed you the kind that's got a little scope with a chart and crosshairs and stuff in it that goes in the end of the barrel. And most of these go in the end of the barrel. So there's also another system that I haven't got into, and we're going to do that today. Now, let me see what the name of the product is here. It's kind of unusual. It's VOTATU, VOTATU. I guess that's it. That's the name of it. Okay, and what it is, this is a laser boresighter, which you're going to say, yeah, well, that was a laser boresighter you stuck in the end of the barrel. Well, this laser boresighter goes in the chamber, in the firing chamber, and I think it's probably inherently a lot more accurate than the other types. The other types have, like I said, a rod sticks in the barrel of your firearm, and it has to be tight and straight to improve the quality of the sighting in you get in the first place. And lots of them, they've got a little plastic thing on the end, and if you turn the laser, you can see it draw a little circle down on the wall down there, which tells you that it's not perfectly aligned with the barrel. And well, this guy should be. Now, I don't have a firearm right here that doesn't have a sight on it. I've got one that came from the factory with iron sights, alright? And what few firearms I've had dealings with that come from the factory with iron sights, they're usually just right dead on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, we're going to put the batteries in him, and then we're going to put him into a pistol and see how close he is to looking like he's dead on. Okay? Now, this is a 9mm bore sight. These come in all the different calibers that you could buy in a rifle or a pistol. And they refer to this one as being for your rifle. And today there's a lot of 9mm rifles. The pistol caliber carbines, as they call them, or carbines, depending on where you are. They're pretty popular. They shoot the same thing as your pistol, and you don't have to go buying a whole bunch of different varieties of ammunition. I think that's kind of convenient. I don't have a 9mm, but that is 9mm carbine, but it would be nice if I did. Alright, let's get resituated here and put the batteries in this little bugger, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it comes in this tiny little metal box, which comes in a plastic bag, which comes in the shipping container. So it's pretty well contained, and it comes with 9 batteries. They're in all of them are in a little plastic sleeve. When you get them, there's 3 in a sleeve. And that little sleeve is a tough little bugger. I had a heck of a time cutting it off. But this guy only uses 2 batteries, so when you've used up the batteries, you're going to have 1 battery left over for something else. But you just take the battery and dump 2 of them in there. Big side up. There we go. It wants to turn on already. Alright. See if I can screw this together without cross-threading it. Okay, there you are. You see that? It's already turned on. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this guy, which has no magazine in it. See, no magazine, no ammunition. Alright, we're going to take this guy, we're going to pull the slide back, we're going to take this little booger right here, we're going to take him and we're going to drop him right in there. Now I suspect that you could put him in the magazine and feed him in there if you wanted to, but I don't see any reason to have rough treatment. That's pretty violent treatment there. Alright, now then, I've got him in there. You can see he's shining down the barrel, and we're going to aim at something, and we're going to be behind it, seeing if the sights line up with that red circle with a laser. Doing this through the viewfinder is a little bit complicated getting positioned, but you can see the red spot down there on the wall. See it down there? And when I bring the sights up, they're dead on with that red laser dot that you can see down there on the wall. So I have no doubt that this guy will probably do the very best job of bore sighting out of all the different ways of doing it. I'm really convinced this is the best way to do it. And I'll have another one of these coming to review later on. But as far as I'm concerned, that right there is a winner. I'm really impressed with how it looks. There's no point in me taking this thing to the range and firing off a bunch of rounds or anything, because if I missed, I didn't hit dead on, it wouldn't be the fault of the weapon, it'd be my fault. So you can't tell much for that. So I'll read you the specifications on this little guy and tell you there's a link down below the video. Now there's not really a lot for me to say about this other than that it comes with 9 batteries. It's available on Amazon for $17.99. You get a lot of product there for $17.99, I think, and you get extra batteries, 9 extra batteries. You'll probably never use them up. They'll probably die of old age before you use them. And they say that this laser is visible out to 100 yards, and I'll just have to take their word for that, because I'm not going to look at it 100 yards. It was visible in here at probably 20 yards, so if they say it will, I imagine it will. Now I've got a link down below there in the little box to where you can go and buy this product, and I'm pretty happy to recommend this, because out of all the different products I've reviewed, it's the simplest and the most obviously right. Okay, you guys take care, and don't take any wooden nickels.